finish up this last page of Death Watch.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
That's exciting. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, this last panel's sort of a pain in the bouquet. Hope everyone's having a good week. We are back. Sorry we weren't here last week. We had a family celebration that we were attending.
We have Facebook fixed where we can see your comments, where chat can see comments.
Yeah, hopefully we got that figured out. We'll see. As people join the stream. Got it to stream to our art page.
Yeah, we can stream you to the art page. Can everybody see the comments or just the people on Facebook?
I'm hoping everyone can see, but we'll see. Yeah, for the first time in a long time. I don't know if people can hear you without a microphone though.
Oh.
You gotta speak into the microphone.
Well, you
Speak
can
into the
tell us
microphone.
about it, or
Okay.
I can. Either way. Someone let me know if you can hear me.
Yeah, the mic should be working.
Well, we have found a new theme. Dog whistles. They work. It's amazing what people do to get their dogs to be trained. Do they send them off to somebody to train them and then they take them back and benefit from that and they get trained as well? Do they watch YouTube videos? How do people learn how to train their dogs?
I know Mom just watches the Dog Whisperer on Animal Planet. She's an expert.
Teaser. He's awesome. Someday.
Allison's on. Hey, Allison.
Hey, Allie. Does Allie have a dog?
I don't think Allie has a dog. Tooth is on. How we doing, buddy? Allison says, Joy.
Hey.
Oh, she says she has a beagle. She just finished The Last of Us.
Oh, that's a lot more fun to talk about.
than dogs. I think everyone knows who Boo is. Just because she comes in here sometimes and wants to go for a walk.
Well, we did take her to
Rover.
a dog sitter using that Rover app. Oh, it is a lifesaver. If you've never used it, check it out. If you have a dog and you have to go out of town and don't want to impose on your friends, use the Rover app. Anyway, we took Boo there and she was really good, the lady said.
Which is
very
shocking.
happy.
I think she was terrified that, like, if she wasn't good.
She might get eaten?
Yeah.
She might have.
Yeah. How paranoid Boo is. Vicious, what's going on, buddy? Looks like all this stuff's coming in through Twitch.
I haven't gotten anything on Facebook.
Okay. No, good job, buddy. I'll see if I can dig up that old cover I did. Yeah, it looks like Blue Beetle's gonna be a good movie though. So guys, has everyone seen the latest on the Mando? Mando's getting a lot of hate right now. Apparently there's a lot of studio interference going on.
With the Mando?
Yeah, rumors are this is the last season. That Disney's doing too much interference with the show. There's a lot of people not happy with how it's going.
What are they interfering with? The storyline?
Yeah, it's just like too much kid stuff. I don't know. I thought it was a lot of fun, but apparently I'm not the target demographic.
Facebook is having a problem playing the video.
Uh-oh. We're not on Facebook.
Maybe it's just
I thought I fixed it. I spent all day like trying to fix it, and now it's not playing on Facebook at all. Tooth likes it too, so Tooth and I have spoken. The Mando's good. Tell you what I've really been liking though is Succession on HBO Max. That show's nuts. It's like they rolled every billionaire on the planet with all their drama and put it into a TV show. Yeah, I guess there was a lot of hate on the pirate episode, which I thought was awesome. But and I love Katie Sackhoff as Bo-Katan. For those of you who aren't familiar with Katie, she was Starbuck in the Battlestar Galactica series, and now she's Bo-Katan on Mando. It's hard to please everybody, though. Yeah, no lie, right? It is sort of cool to see like a non Jedi storyline. And we're getting ready for Las Vegas Comic-Con. We'd like to have this issue in print
that would be awesome.
before we go, but I think no matter what, I'm going to do an ash can. Ash cans were really popular in the 90s. I don't know if they're still popular, but we're going to do it anyway.
I'm not familiar with what is it.
It used to be they would do ash cans of like all the books before they went to print. It was sort of like a black and white proof.
Oh, okay.
So, they're a little bit underground. They used to do them all the time. They're not as popular today. Yeah. And there's that Tooth. Yeah, she's not hard on the eyes. That old Bo-Katan. Just checking the chat every now and then. Joy, is it still not playing on Facebook?
Well, it would do the first minute and 39 seconds. I'm trying to see if I can get the other one. Yeah, I just have the first 1 minute and 36 seconds. Is it? So it's not done anything past that.
Hmm.
This was live, not is live.
Now, are you on my Facebook page or are you on my Facebook profile?
I'm at Chad Hardy Art.
Yeah, okay, that's where it should be.
Let me go and check on my phone. See if it's showing up there.
Okay. You should, Allison. We're gonna hold you to that. We might make you dinner if you do.
What'd you say?
She said she's gonna come over and help us figure it out.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because nothing's better than basically spending the entire day trying to make sure that everything went right. And then get to streaming and find out that nothing's working still.
And our kids, they don't do Facebook.
Yeah, our kids are basically, if it's not on the phone, they don't know.
Well, they do like Instagram.
No, they don't.
Or is it TikTok?
They don't do Instagram.
TikTok.
Well, Erica does, I guess.
Yeah, it's only the first minute and 36 seconds. Nothing else.
But that's like a bummer, man. But we did get the slideshow going.
I really liked that.
Yeah.
It looked really good. So one of the things that we're doing is I'm taking a finance class just to like be consistent with keeping track of our finances. And one of the things we've been looking at are subscriptions and canceling certain subscriptions and things like, oh my goodness, there's so many. We have Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Paramount. If you guys had to cancel any, which ones would you guys cancel and which ones would you keep? Any thoughts there? We have some that we decided were good for us and some that weren't. But it's amazing how those add up.
Yeah, I think we're saving what, like... Oh, you know what? We never went back to the Verizon store. We should have done that. But we're saving like $100 a month just canceling subscriptions we weren't using. So.
And then when you cancel them, they're like, "Are you sure you want to cancel?"
Yeah, that's.
You can stay with us.
Yeah, if you guys want to have all your subscriptions, all you got to do is go in there and threaten to cancel. Hulu went down to what, $3.99 a month?
But you had to threaten to cancel twice.
Yeah.
So that was kind of an eye
That's all that we have right now, too. Is HBO and Disney.
Yeah. Well, we have basic internet. I mean, not internet. Basic
Cable.
because it provides our internet, and that's what we're thinking of going over to. So there are all those channels also. It's amazing. You can even watch free movies on there. What is it you're watching on HBO? The Last of Us?
Well, I finished Last of Us season 1. It's over.
Oh.
But I got hooked on this other show called Succession, and I think it's supposed to be like basically like a mix between like Rupert Murdoch and like the Trump family. Like they put it in a blender. It's like a fake billionaire family.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just goes through like all the stuff. But I mean, there's some stuff where you could tell like they took it from the Kennedys.
Okay.
There's like a Chappaquiddick episode, but it's really sort of fascinating. It doesn't make you want to be a billionaire at all. That's for sure.
Is it an ongoing? Has it just started, or is it a completed series?
They're on the 4th and final season. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, Tooth says that like everyone in their family just buys one and then they sort of share. That's smart.
I thought of doing that. But Facebook's trying to keep people from sharing. How are
Not
you
Facebook, Netflix.
Oh, Netflix, yeah. How are you getting around that too?
They haven't
They
enacted
haven't
it yet.
started it yet? Okay. Because I saw that they were going to be like location.
Oh, is that why they're starting to do all? I was wondering why they wanted to like know where I was at all of a sudden. I was like, no, you don't need to know where I'm at. But that explains it.
I like the old ones that are already like completed, series complete. The one I'm watching right now is Closer.
Closure.
Closer. It's got Kevin Bacon's wife on it. She's the main character.
I didn't even know Kevin Bacon was married.
Oh, he's been married for like 30-something years. In fact, the Super Bowl, one of the big commercials was him with his daughter that looks just like his wife.
Oh, his wife. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, she is a police woman and
Yeah.
closes cases. That's why she's called the Closer. It's good. It was done in the 2000s. It's not like graphic like Bones. I can't do the graphic ones.
I was about to say, I thought you were gonna say that you watch Matlock.
I do watch Matlock.
I thought I had my drink in here. Did I not bring my drink in here?
I don't see. You want me to go get it?
Check, see if it's in the couch right outside.
Yeah, in the Closer, she's like the deputy chief. Comes with all the cases. But yeah, nothing can compare to Matlock and Murder, She Wrote.
Oh yeah, staples of.
They're the foundation. Well, I guess there was a couple before them. There
Think
were
so.
a few. You're welcome.
Yeah, I guess people are complaining about the Mando just because like there were some like cheesy scenes. I mean, because they did a Muppet for Grogu, the Baby Yoda, and so like when he force jumps, he just sort of like he just it doesn't look very real. It doesn't look like Yoda in Revenge of the Sith.
I like the combination of puppets and CGI. I think if they use too much of one or the other, it looks too fake.
Well, this looks laughably bad for Star
For the
Wars.
budget that they've got also and for the names. Yeah. That's never good.
But the space fighter scenes are awesome, which is why I was surprised that there was so much backlash over the pirate episodes. I don't know. I'm having a good time with it. Pedro, they probably can't afford Pedro Pascal anymore. It's a real problem. That guy's like blowing up. Alright, I'm gonna come in here. I don't like some of this stuff.
So how many more episodes are left in the season?
They got to be getting pretty close to. I think it's over half on the Mando.
I just hope that if they end it, that they wrap it up. I hate it when they end it on a cliffhanger and then they cancel it.
Yeah, like Willow.
Yeah.
I was bummed about Willow.
Seems like Disney's done a whole lot of different series, and some of them they continue, and some they just do one season. It's like they're trying to get a feeler to see what's gonna take and what's not, and they just cancel it. They're doing a whole lot, it seems.
I hear the new D&D movie is supposed to be really good. You got what, huh?
Safe to California. Which is good to know because there's so many things that stay on the computer that it's just you never know. So does this Death Watch end on a cliffhanger?
Yeah, this is the last page, so definitely.
Definitely a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I sort of wanted. It was just fun to like revisit the characters. I was a little disappointed that Mad Mardigan's not in it. Whoa!
Who would you have had play Matt Mardigan?
Well, I guess that's the problem. You can't really have Val Kilmer. But you know, all the stuff they can do with like CG, with like deep fakes and whatnot. I mean, I'm sitting there watching a TikToker do Arnold Schwarzenegger videos that are like flawless on TikTok, and so I don't know. If there's kids who are doing it for free on TikTok, you're telling me that like Disney can't figure it out? I don't know.
Who Val Kilmer would have to like?
Well, yeah, they'd have to pay him.
Yeah. Which, my goodness, I'm sure, like you paid just for your image, and you don't have to do any of the work. That would be tough.
Well, maybe that's just it. Maybe he wants to do the work.
Yeah. article that sometimes um, they'll go in and change things when the actors are acting, like adding tears or taking away tears or adding emotion to CGI. And some actors and actresses are putting down that they cannot edit. They cannot go in after it's been filmed and edit them personally and add things to them.
Yeah, that would make me mad if I was an actor and they did that.
Yeah. Because that would be like someone going in and erasing some of your stuff.
Or just
adding in
changing
some
your
stuff.
performance.
Yes, exactly. And then it's not yours, and I didn't even know they could do that.
Of course they can do just about anything now, huh?
Yeah, but I didn't know that they were doing that. That what the actor and I mean, I knew they edited clips and things like that, but I didn't know they actually went in and added stuff to their acting.
What, huh?
It says welcome 426 followers plus one.
Wow,
Actually,
nice. So we got a new follower. I think so.
good job. Here's the guest.
That's Joy.
It's me. I'm so entertaining. I work for the right price.
She puts up with all the sexual harassment.
We won't go there.
Meow, meow, meow.
That's looking good.
It's getting there.
So we've talked a little bit about AI in the past, about using it with art, how to, pros and cons. But one of the things that I don't think we have talked about is using it for writing stuff, like creating your Facebook posts and stuff like that. And how it can be a benefit that way.
Yeah, if you're a crappy writer. And don't get me wrong, like, you still have to edit it. You can't just, like, turn it loose. But as far as, like, coming up with ideas and hashtags, I've been using ChatGTP to figure out, like, what hashtags I should use for my posts. And it's pretty educational, actually, because it teaches you how to, like, I'll give you an example. I never thought about, like, tagging, like, if I did a drawing, a commission of Harley with a cat, and I never thought of, like, putting it, like, hashtag cat lovers of Instagram. And, like, there was, like, a wildlife fan that picked it up and put it on their page, and I think I got, like, 2,000 followers just from, like, their page. So
You never underestimate the power of cat
the
lovers.
power of cats on the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are some of the funnest posts.
Yeah, so I'm using GTP4 on OpenAI just to generate hashtags and basically write my. I'm a crap writer. Okay, like I'm way better editing than I am writing, but I'm the type of person that, like, when I write a post, I don't know what to say, and so, like, the first draft always, like, takes me like 5 or 6 hours, and I just don't have time for it. So I'll get on, like, ChatGTP and be like, hey, generate the text for this post, including 30 hashtags, and then I'll just, like, describe what the post is about, and it'll create all these hashtags, that you can tag in your social media. And since I've been doing it, what we're up to, so I think we're at
Last time we were at
18,000 followers now on Instagram, and we were stuck at like 16,000 for almost like what 4 years.
for a while. It just wasn't growing.
And yeah, we were just like, no matter what we did, it was just sort of dead. And since we've been using the GTP and hashtags, it's like blown up. So
Hope you guys have been enjoying the posts. I have, especially the reels. The reels have been a lot of fun.
well, I do the reels. That's
Well,
not
but they're-
Chat GTP, but
They're not, but they are fun, and you have been working on your posts a lot. So
yeah, it's like, if you know, it's hard for people to figure out how computers think. So if you're like stuck in your algorithm or whatever, and you're stuck on your social media, what better way to ask than like the algorithm itself, basically? So it's been really nice though, just getting my social media sort of kick-started.
it's really more of a marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a marketing tool.
It's a marketing
versus,
tool.
Writing. Well, marketing. Writing is marketing. But yes, you have a question.
See, I've used Chat GTP to create interesting characters or goofy villain ideas. I actually like if I'm like, if I read something and I'm questionable about it, you can ask it. You can say like, hey, give me 3 or 4 ideas on a different way to say it, or like a different story approach. And it's really good at just sort of like, okay, here are some ideas, and you might hate 3 of them, but one of them you're like, yeah, that's a good idea. So, no, it's been really helpful. Like, if you're not a good writer,
Well, it even makes you think of something else, and you don't use any of them.
yeah, and not only that, but like I said, it's also a time saver. It's not like I couldn't do it on my own, but it would just take me hours, and instead of it taking me hours, I can do it in a couple of minutes now.
Yeah.
But the algorithm stuff, like how to promote your social media, that's what's been really cool. To increase your subscribers and followers by 2,000, and I don't know how long we've been doing it now, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I don't know, not that long.
Yeah. So about 750 a week. Yes.
It could not hurt. It could not hurt.
Taking a marketing class from Google.
Collector's here. How you doing, buddy? So, Collector, I sold that Omega Man on Whatnot, my Whatnot store. I want to dump those other slabs, though. How much should I lower them? Just so that they'll sell instantly and I can get rid of them. Like, almost like a price too good to pass up. He's like, hey man, I'm here to watch you draw. I'm not here to answer questions. I'm gonna put Lloyd to work. Basically, the reason why I'm asking is I need $600. Like, it's the second I get done with this page, I need $600 to pay the colorist. And it's tax time right now, so like we are pinching every penny. And
Taxes.
well, we just got to be careful with all of our money in our business account, because when you're working for DC, the money just magically shows up. But when you're doing your own comics,
Yeah.
you gotta make sure you're not bouncing checks to your colorist. That would be no bueno, or worse, bouncing it to the IRS. I gotta take another sip here. Yeah, it looks like nothing's coming out on Facebook, huh?
No, it's not filming. It's stop.
Bummer, man.
Maybe if you take a break, maybe it can
No,
restart it.
I'm not
or
gonna.
No.
No.
Can't do it for that. Okay.
I wonder if I had to like reboot the computer. I did not reboot the computer.
Magical mystery.
I know. I don't know why that fixes everything, but it does. Not liking that. I have to push that back. Figure that out. Alright, let's pop a new layer in there. Boink, new layer, new brush. I got a new comb brush that I like. Helps
Oh, look at those lines.
do some hatching really quick.
That is fast.
Whoop! Switch back.
So since last time we were here, we went and played Top Golf. Anyone ever done that?
Oh, we had a good time at Top Golf.
That is so much fun.
It's a little expensive though. Holy cow!
It is expensive. Well, if you just go and play the golf part, it's not. It's the food that's way expensive. Otherwise, it's about comparable to going to the theaters. It's about comparable to that, but
Think.
yeah. But the time before we went, and we were next to some people that were some real golf people. The dad's there showing the kids like forms so that we don't golf. So we're
Yeah,
just
we go
having
there to
fun
play
playing
Angry
Birds and just like, oh yay, you hit it.
Yeah.
You didn't hit anybody. It's a lot of fun. No skill required.
I wonder if they make like any money like on golf classes.
I wonder if
Do
they
you think
do.
they have like a golf camp there?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
if they didn't, that's like a way for them to make money.
Yeah, have like, well, all you need is like someone that can teach it, meet their students there, and just have them practice it. You know, they wouldn't necessarily have to be an employee of Topgolf.
So Top Golf is like owned by, they're owned by like a golf company. And I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna tone that down just a little bit.
Just a little too dark.
I like that better.
Lights in there. I think it's our family's like favorite sport.
Top Golf?
Yeah,
I don't know if Top Golf is a sport, babe.
I know.
What are you talking about? We're way better bowlers.
Yeah, my work, we had the employees for their stress buster went and played golf, and if you were remotely, which I work remotely, you go with your spouse and they would reimburse you for it. And then you could send in your scores, and all the remote people competed against each other, and the people that were local competed against each other. I found out we are all sucky players at golf.
Who won? Wasn't it?
I can't
Didn't
remember.
they have like a score of like 100?
The second player was just under 100. She was shocked.
Yeah. So
She's like, oh my goodness, we all are horrible. It's like, we are.
what's
Chat.
a perfect game is what? 300?
Oh, I don't know. I'll Google it and find
I'm
out.
pretty sure it's 300.
But it was so much fun. Something we could. It
I wonder
is
how
fun.
good you'd have to get before you can get like a perfect game.
I don't know. I would think you'd have to be pretty good.
I don't know. There's not too many sports that like you can like max out just by like doing 12 things perfectly.
It says that's in the traditional. It says in 5-pin bowling, the highest score possible is 450.
High what bowling?
5-pin bowling. I didn't know there was such a thing as 5-pin bowling. I only knew it was 10.
5 pin?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Me either. It is a fun sport. So we're thinking of like going and actually getting some balls.
Got all the balls you can handle, man.
That was way for that one. We are on Facebook. You're horrible.
I am horrible. You married me though.
Yeah, but you weren't that way when I married you.
I wasn't. I was like this polite little kid.
You were a polite young man.
Meow meow
Young
meow.
gentleman.
Turned me into a dirty old man. Good job. I remember playing games with my grandparents, and I was like, do they hate each other? Because they would just bicker. And now the older I get, I'm just like, nope. They just don't put up with each other's stuff anymore.
They don't take offense of it either.
Yeah.
They're like, nope, you're wrong. This is the way it happened. They're good people.
They were. I miss them.
You can tell stories like nobody else. Very entertaining.
Grandpa?
Yeah, the stories and stuff. Very good at telling stories.
Yeah, but he didn't, like, half the stories I heard from him, I didn't hear from him until we brought him home from the hospital. Like, I had no idea about like half the stuff he told me. Grandpa lived through the Dust Bowl in Oklahoma. Which was pre-World War II.
Yeah, he tried to get into World War II a couple of times.
Well, he joined the Navy, but then he got his foot.
Well, he'd been hurt before he got in, so they wouldn't let him in.
No, he signed up, and then they did, like, I guess they signed up so many people that they couldn't bring them all in. You know, like they brought him in sections, and he signed up, and then he got his foot caught in the combine.
I thought that had happened before then.
No. And so they kept deferring him, and then finally they deferred him to the point where the war was almost over, and he just said, either put me in or let me go get a job, because why is this not working?
Is the tip not?
Yeah, the tip came unscrewed. Just a little bit more visual weight on this.
What determines where you put the weight?
What, huh?
You said put a little bit more visual weight.
Yeah, the line thickness, like,
Is that where you want emphasis, or
well,
to separate it from
the
something
thicker the
else?
line, it indicates like how close it is.
Okay.
Joey Cavalier used to call them holding lines. I call them contour lines. It's essentially all the same thing.
Have you heard from Joey for a while?
I haven't heard from Joey for a while. I should write him and ask how he's doing.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to, like, when we go to New York, have dinner with him.
That'd be a lot of fun. I wonder if he goes to the New York Comic Con.
I don't know.
It's right
I
there.
think he's still teaching at the. You know what? We need to write Travis and let him know. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, that line weight seems a little bit better.
Looks good. So I really like how you got your slideshow going over there.
Yeah, I should bring in more. Whoopsie! What I just did. I don't even know what I just did. I shouldn't be messing with the edit screen in the middle of my.
Live stream?
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
No.
So our Whatnot sale did pretty good. My first one was a complete fiery wreck. My second one, though, we made like 300 bucks, and we only did it for like what, half an hour? So 300 bucks for half an hour is not too shabby. Now that's not to say that we didn't have to do a ton of prep work, but rumor has it that we could do like a Whatnot sale and a live stream at the same time.
So do it while you're doing your live stream on Thursday nights,
Yeah,
instead of what you're doing now.
exactly.
Do a Whatnot sell.
Do a Whatnot sell while we're doing this. Of course, we'd have to do the commissions and not this. Couldn't do comic pages.
That'd be fun. Do some commissions. Get some headshots out there or
Some remarks.
remarks or something. Whatever you want.
Yeah, it got to the point where I was doing those remarks really fast. So it's sort of nice that they went so well. And then also I'll be doing commissions. As soon as I get done with this page, finish up on commissions. So if you happen to have a commission outstanding from me right now, the second I get this page done, we're gonna finish up those commissions. What's happening? Oh, okay. Troy just called Tacy a dog.
Oh, I thought Boot came. I thought the dog came.
Now our child is crying in the other room. Child abuse. Live on the Chad Harden Comics channel. I love this rake brush. artichoke. I'm liking that. Let's work on this little crucifix here down at the bottom. Maybe just a little bit more lines on this hand. You know, one of the things I like about when you draw on a live stream is how focused you have to be. Because there's like so much pressure that you're drawing in front of an audience, but it really sort of helps you move fast. It helps the drawings be a little bit more instinctual, which I like. Oh, hon. When Zen contacted me, and because we got the shipments and all the books in,
Oh, good.
and he asked for the New York Comic Con special, and I just assumed that he was talking about Brett's because I sent him a picture of Brett's, but he was asking for mine, and I went looking for the box. I couldn't find them.
And they're outside in the garage.
Pink Noodles has them.
Go there and they're somewhere. But we also, they might need a storage
Storage unit. That's what I was thinking.
after the New York Comic Con.
Because I looked in the garage. I didn't see them. So I bet you that's where they're at. Yikes, the perspective on that. No bueno. Hold on, let me. I like Streamlabs has a new music channel that I like more than Pretzel. I think they actually license some artists to be able to play their music on here. I hope you guys are, let me know if you guys are liking the music. If you can hear it. Okay, that's better. Do you recognize the cross, son?
I sort of do, but I don't know from where.
It's the Cross of Coronado
Oh,
from Indiana Jones.
yeah.
It belongs in a museum. I just thought it'd be funny. I should say, it's like the Cross of Coronado.
You little.
Don't sue me, Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. Actually, Disney now. Never mind. Just kidding.
Nothing like it.
Yep. What, huh?
We have 2 kids that have gotten married or will get married from one just this weekend and one in the first weekend in May. So we're talking about honeymoons with our daughter and where to go. And they had wanted to go up Jackson Hole and do some river rafting and hiking, and it's just going to be too cold in May.
They must get that from their papa.
Kind of stuff's fun. I enjoy that too. But we were talking about our honeymoon. We went on a cruise.
Yeah.
Sonata.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So we recommended that to our daughter because it seems like the cruise industry is still.
Probably they haven't really recovered from COVID yet.
Yeah. So we're recommending checking that out for them. We went on a 5-day cruise. I think you can do the Ensenada one in 3 days or 5 days. 3 days is a little short. 5 days is perfect. Some are really long. Some are like 7 days longer. Anyway, we were just like entertainment, food.
Don't talk about food right now. It's
you're
dinner
hungry.
time, and I'm starving. And then you got to go to your meeting. I'm gonna have like Triscuits and hummus for dinner.
Our leftovers.
There's
Anyway,
leftovers? Oh, I can't have the leftovers though.
well, we have gyros still.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I wonder if anyone out there has done any cruises, what their favorite ones are. We did Carnival.
There's supposed to be a Jay and Silent Bob cruise.
A what?
Jay and Silent Bob cruise.
What's that?
Cruise Askew. You love Jay and Silent Bob. You hate them. I'm being facetious. You know. Yeah. Why'd you marry such a jerky guy?
They even do river cruises. I think it would be so much fun to do a river cruise. You don't have to deal with the seasickness. They have them on the Mississippi. They have them on the Columbia River. I'm sure they have them all over.
Yeah, see, like, Allison's like, I gotta go make dinner. Be right back.
It's a dinner time.
It's dinner time.
Unfortunately, our daughter told us that cruises wouldn't work for them if they go outside the U.S.
Yeah, because Will's military
Yeah,
clearance.
fiance can't go to Mexico.
I think that's a little bit of a bummer.
I know.
I didn't know if you're in the military, like, you couldn't go to foreign countries. Like,
I guess just specific ones,
yeah.
she said. And I guess Mexico is one of those specific ones because of the drug cartels. I did not know that.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs. You know, I'm gonna flip this. It looks right to me right now, but I just noticed something. Poo-poo. Oh well, I'm just gonna keep it. I don't want to go back and fix it. No, that's the real name of it. It's Cruise Askew. Cause it, what was Kevin Smith's movie? It's View Askew. So they literally called it Cruise Askew. Womp womp.
Are you ready?
I think it sounds like a good time. I'd do it if I had the money and the time. But I'm too busy making comics. Oops, that's weird. That looks weird. So that looks better. That looks a little bit better.
Are you ready?
I remember when we went on our last cruise. We just had to have our driver's license. We didn't to go
Are
to
you ready?
Mexico. We didn't have to have our passport.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I didn't have a passport. This is the first passport I've ever had. I did not have one before then. Things have changed.
What, huh?
Things have changed. I said
What?
things have changed.
Oh. So, speaking of vacations, where are we going to go on the family vacation?
Well,
You want to do Moab? Ah!
I think Moab would be fun.
Ooh, I didn't realize they still had it flipped.
But
Hold on, let me flip that again, make sure I still have it.
it's got us so busy.
Moab?
Moab is very busy. I don't know. We have to check that one out. We also, the girls really would like to do Lehman's Cave.
I don't know.
Isn't that Great
After
Basin National Park?
after Timpanogos,
Oh, it's nothing like Timpanogos.
ugh.
Timpanogos was claustrophobic. Oh, and I'm more claustrophobic than you are.
Yeah, but you weren't getting stuck in the passageways.
No, I wasn't. But Lehman's Cave doesn't have that.
I almost pulled a straight up Pooh Bear. I'd have been stuck in Lehman's Cave. They'd have had to like hustle food to me. I did not enjoy that.
It was a fun, beautiful hike.
What if we just like rented an RV and just like went to as many states as we possibly could?
In a short amount of time.
Yeah. You know, like go up through Montana,
Check it out, that's for sure.
Wyoming. Where's Mount Rushmore at?
Mount Rushmore.
Is it North Dakota?
Uh-huh.
I've never been to North Dakota.
Me either.
I don't think I'd want to go right now. It's probably still like what, negative?
South.
Oh, good job, hon.
South.
Spreading false information on the internet.
North, south,
You
west.
election denier, you. Anti-vaxxer. Utah's cold enough for me. Today was like the first day I was able to walk outside. I walked outside without a snowstorm hitting. Broke the curse. Come on.
It's supposed to get better and better all week. Oh, maybe I can go work in my flowers this weekend. Get some of that grass out of my flower gardens.
Take the dog with you.
Yeah. She used to sit out on the porch, take the dog, and then have the whistle with me.
Is she gonna bark at the neighbors?
Sometimes she does if someone comes by. But most of the time people don't come by. And I just work out there and she just is on her leash, so she has to stay close. Oh,
Hey, no yawning.
I'm sorry.
It's always good to zoom out and sort of check your work.
Are there any specific state parks you would like to go to?
Yeah, I want to go to Moab.
But I didn't know if that was just because it's close.
It's not close. I've never been. I want to see the arch before some idiot scoutmaster topples it. Some oil company or some uranium miner or whatever.
It's only 3 hours away. That's pretty sad.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like 3 hours away. We've never been.
That would be good.
Of course, I thought going to Bryce Canyon was fun, and then it was just like trying to watch the kids not run off a cliff.
They are a bit older now, though. That I would not recommend anyone go to a big hole in the ground with when their kids are little for a family vacation. The parents come back frazzled. Keep away from the edge. Keep away from the edge.
We're gonna have to get you a headphone and get you on Discord, babe.
Can they not hear me at all?
I don't think they can, because I can barely hear you,
Oh.
and I'm in the same room with you.
Yeah, but you have earbuds on.
I think I'm listening to dubstep. So, Allison, have you seen the new Microsoft Studio computers? It's a 28-inch like Wacom screen. It's like an all-in-one. It comes with the okay. So like my Wacom, like right now I'm drawing on an iPad, but I also use a Wacom when I'm not drawing on the iPad. And the Wacom was like, how much was it? Like 5,000? We got this one reasonably cheap, but it was still like 3,000, right? So my Wacom was 3,000. The Ergo stand was what, 500? Okay, so that's, yeah. So like probably after tax, you're looking at $4,000 just for the Wacom. Anyway, the Microsoft Studio basically comes with a 28-inch screen, comes with the Wacom pin, comes with the Ergo stand, and the computer attached, and it's guaranteed to run Windows like flawlessly. Because my favorite computer is my Surface Book because Microsoft makes it. So like you don't have to worry about it. Like this computer right now is obsolete. It's running Windows 10. So I don't know how much longer we can get away with using it. Whenever Microsoft decides. But anyway, like I was wondering if anyone's ever used it. Like what their I mean, I can't imagine it's as good as a Wacom, but if it's comparable,
Well, but how long did our Wacom last? Our last one lasted us about 12 years.
yeah, that's true.
So when you divide like
Right.
that cost by 12 years versus how many times you're going to be purchasing this other one, which one is cheaper?
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like you're essentially getting all that for free because when we bought this computer, the computer was $5,000. Well, Microsoft's selling all of it together for $5,000. So, anyway, I was just wondering if anyone's tried it.
Well, what would be the cost of the computer that you would need if not the 5,000 one that has that? So that would be
I don't even know.
like 2,000.
But all I know is like the graphic cards on these are now like I was looking at like just upgrading this, and the graphic cards are nuts. They're like $2,000, $3,000. I'm like going to draw some more comics.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some questions.
You are?
This was on the news. Airplane etiquette. What should you do? What do you think the answer to these would be? What is the correct etiquette to these questions?
Okay.
What are appropriate reasons to use the call button on an airplane? And how many times should a passenger ring the call button before they become a nuisance?
I have never
Is this even a
I think
question?
I've out of the 1,000 flights that I've flown, I've maybe done it one time, and I can't remember why I did it.
Yeah. Why would you use the call button? They said people actually use it to adjust their overhead light or to bring them another bag of nuts or cookies. Dude, you can bring your own food on the plane.
Yeah, that's. I don't think. You know what though? We fly a lot,
We do fly a lot.
so like we like know what you can and can't do. I think there's a lot of people that just aren't sure.
So this is the tip of the day. Bring your own snacks. Eat on the plane. Try not to bring peanuts if possible. Sometimes you are asked not to eat peanuts on a plane. Other times it's okay. We do have trail mix sometimes, but just know that you can be asked not to eat them if someone is on the flight that is allergic. But other than that, bring trail mix, bring jerky, bring something to eat because man, they don't have.
Did you know that I wasn't supposed to bring jerky to Japan?
Yeah.
Dude, I brought a ton of jerky to Japan.
I saw that where they're asking
Yeah.
about what's allowed. I'm like, oh, I hope the dog sniffer doesn't sniff your bag.
I had a
because they sniff.
I had
mine.
a bag full of jerky, and the dogs did not pick up on it. That would have been
Got
embarrassing.
sniffed twice, and I pulled out mine, and it did not have any jerky, but it was all processed. It was trail mix. You're like, that's fine. You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I was worried about the jerky. So yeah, bring your own food. Bring your own food. That's our tip of the day if you're traveling. Okay, here's another one. Oh, their answer is
Never.
if you would like to. Oh, let's see. The call button is useful to ask the flight attendants to come to your seat if you need assistance. However, it is somewhat controversial among flight attendants who have a job to do and prefer not to be called to your seat multiple times to adjust your overhead light or to bring you another bag.
So I think I called him because like my TV wasn't working, and it
Yeah,
was
I
like a
had that.
really long flight.
I I've done that when my TV wasn't working also.
So
If you would like to order a cocktail or have a good reason for the call, feel free to push the little button, but don't overuse it. Just wait until they come by, basically. Okay,
that's what.
so
Are
this
these
is
all
another
common
question.
sense things?
So, is it rude to place your bag in the overhead bin closer to the front when you're seated in the back row? What do you think?
I think it's basically just get your bag in. They don't really care, but I would try and place your bag as close to your seat.
Well, most of the time, people. Well, in
It-
Delta, it's a lot of times it's according to where the seat is located when you're getting on. Sometimes.
Well, I was about to say, like, it depends on when you're boarding. If you're boarding, like, if you're some of the last people to board, just shove it wherever you can shove it.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're one of the first people to board, yeah, put it by your seat.
Yep. All right. Here's another question. That's what they said. That was what they said. Yes and maybe no. So far, you've got 100%. All right.
I'm waiting for the one where is it okay to punch the person next to you because they're snoring too loud?
Well, we might get to that one. I don't know if it's on here or not. I get so annoyed when I see someone unfasten their seatbelt after the captain has turned on the fasten your seatbelt sign. Should I say something if the person is sitting close by, or just let that person take their chances? Oh my goodness.
Let them take their chances.
Really
That's
do,
natural selection.
policeman. Yeah.
Natural
That would
selection.
definitely get you in trouble if someone's like, mind your own business.
Don't snitch. No one likes a snitch.
The answer is you are taking a chance by correcting another passenger, I assume a grown adult, who has intentionally unfastened their seatbelt. If you cannot control your say something at your own risk, but don't expect a response. That's a good one. Okay, so far you've gotten 100. Here's another one. Is it illegal to bring liquor on an airplane? Now, they didn't say drinking it, they said bringing it.
Judging by all the duty-free shops, no, it's not illegal to bring alcohol, but it's illegal to drink alcohol that you bring onto a plane.
Yes, you are correct. You can pack an unopened 5-liter bottle per passenger in your suitcase. On the plane, you can bring mini bottles up to 3.4 ounces, but not more than can fit comfortably in a small Ziploc quart-sized bag, which is basically anything. It's a liquid. So it's like...
So it's not just liquor, it's just
It's
Coke?
any liquid that you have to... Like, it could be like your toiletry bags and stuff like that. You know, that would be also considered a liquid. They put it all in a bag, and whatever's more than that, then they toss for the mini bottles. But not more than can fit comfortably in a small Ziploc quart-sized bag. They must remain unopened. Then here's one. How is the best way to ask someone to switch seats with me if my husband and I are separated by several rows?
Fart on them. Just pretend you have terrible gas. They'll move on their own.
Well,
I'm teasing.
like,
Am I? Maybe. It says, why can't you bring jerky to Japan? I don't know. That is a great question. I have no idea why you cannot bring jerky to Japan. All I know is like the I don't think it's that big of a deal.
It is.
But the Japanese do not break any rules.
Well, it's like California and fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, but like
It's the same
it's
with the
beef
jerky.
jerky. It's dehydrated meat. There's nothing alive in it. There's anyway. It was, you know, though I sat next to this little tiny lady, and she was obviously like a grandma, and she ate like an entire bag of beef jerky, because she was the one that told me, she's like, you can't bring it. I was like, oh, I can't, because I had like Joy had like 2 giant Costco bags full of beef jerky. She ate one of those bags all by herself.
You gave one to her?
Well, we ate it
That was
together.
so-
It was a
I didn't know
14-hour
that was
flight.
funny. I didn't know it. I thought at first that she had her own.
No.
That's funny. You're both
No,
eating
it
the
was all
contraband
mine.
together.
Yeah.
That's cute.
She tried to pay me for it. I'm like, no.
Oh, that's sweet. They
But
were
see,
so
like,
kind.
well, but like, there's just rules in Japan. Like, you're not supposed to tip. Like one time, I think I dropped a coin in a cab, and they weren't gonna let it go. Like they were gonna chase me down for that coin.
Wow.
So you just like everything is an exact amount. Everything is like purposeful. Everyone that does a job, they do it like they're obsessed with perfection.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they just don't want stinky American beef contaminating their beef. I don't know. I got away with it.
Well, the answer to the if you ask someone to switch places, you can certainly ask in a friendly tone of voice if you would consider switching seats, but also take into consideration the seat row, the leg room, the other person is giving up, and the seat location, window, middle, or aisle, before you decide to ask for the favor. And then if they say no, be courteous.
See, I was about to say I only ask the people before I board the plane. When I'm on the plane, whatever seat I'm in, that's the seat I'm in.
Well, how do you
Especially
know?
if it's full, because 99% of the time the flight's full.
And if it's a husband and wife, it's like, it's definitely convenient for them, but it's okay to sit away from each other. If it's a parent and child, oh,
Yeah, you can't separate. But I think I've seen like the flight attendants ask people to move so parents can be next to children.
Yeah.
Parents need to be next to children.
yeah. But it definitely needs to be a seat of equal value and leg room. Definitely not a premium upgrade seat that the person is getting up. Anyway, just some things. I did never ask about snoring. Well, they have not been on a plane lately.
Woo! I don't know what happened. Are these just things you read on your own, Joy? Like,
It just popped up. It was actually a KSL news article.
it's a KSL news article?
Yeah, obviously someone needs some dog.
That's because Utah got voted the rudest state in the nation.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Really?
Raiders. Uh-oh. Are we getting raided, Allison? I don't see anybody. Is it dawn? Midnight or night? There we go. Thanks. Appreciate it. Drawing the comics on the old Twitch channels. The old-fashioned way. On a computer. Yes, welcome everybody. I wonder, Allison, how did you see it without us being able to see it? Because I didn't see it until. Are we not getting like Twitch notifications on this? That is weird. I think I might need to just completely reinstall Streamlabs. Because normally, like, don't I get like chimes and stuff like that? Like, I'm not getting any chimes. Your notifications are not on. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. Alert box settings? Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe not during live stream. Alright. Yeah, Allison, come on over. We're working on comics. Oh, you know what? Those are supposed to be vials, broken vials. You know what? Let me finish up the cross of Coronado here real quick. So Midnighter, tell us what you guys were working on your art stream. Tell us all about you. Just a regular old Minecrafter. Crap, I'm with a pencil. Voxel art. There you go. That is our son's favorite game. Well, we appreciate it. I've seen some of the environments created on Minecraft. They're pretty mind-blowing. Someone like recreated Gondor the other day. I thought that was pretty dope. Yeah, he loved it. And that's all he watches on YouTube as well. So, and he got his sisters to watch it too. Like that's all they do. They watch YouTube Minecraft videos. I'm like, how come you don't play Minecraft? I'm like, we just like to watch.
I think they played for a little bit.
The
Like
girls
that.
did?
Casey did.
Casey did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did not know
Nothing
that.
like he did.
Well, Chad was super into it. But he was also into Legos.
Yeah. Tried to like have us take it to the Goodwill store and I pulled that bin out. I was like, no.
He was gonna
Take a whole big bin of Legos to the Goodwill.
that little turkey.
I pulled it out.
He has no idea how expensive those stinking things
I
are.
know. Wait until he starts paying for them.
I don't know if he's gonna have kids. I think
We are not putting any pressure there.
I don't know. I want at least one grandchild. I didn't have 4 kids not to have any grandchildren.
I don't want to pressure them when they're not ready.
No, I don't want to pressure them either, but
Start popping those babies out.
it'd be cool. Like, if there's 6 people and there's only one child, think of all the money that kid will inherit. That's like a good number, and we're still reducing the population. Just slower. But I want at least one.
Oh, me too.
For sure. I'm not a sports person either, but I feel that. Thanks, buddy. I'm so disappointed that I spent all that time trying to get things fixed, and I think it's more buggy now than when I tried to fix it. You know what though? I did not restart the computer.
Maybe that will fix it.
Yeah.
We'll try it next week. We are here next week.
Yeah, and I think we should try and do the whatnot at the same time too. I think that'd be
That
fun.
would be fun. Try
Because
something new.
I was cranking out those remarks.
People on here know that there are guinea pigs.
Yeah, I'll get
We're
it
just
right.
trying stuff out, learning as we
Thank
go.
you, Chosen BC. Here, we'll zoom out so you guys can see. I'll show you some of the other pages too, real quick. How about that? So this is the last page of my comic.
All the others are done.
All the others are done. So here's the page I'm working on. And then, of course, the gallery's not going to work. There we go. Here's the page before. Now, this one's not completely done. I still need to put the gutters in. But a lot of times I do that in Photoshop, so I don't do it here on Procreate.
Does that one need the gutters?
This one needs the gutters as well, but the gutters on this are done. I just don't have it here on my gallery. So it's about Reiner, who's a vampire hunter. So it's like a mix between like Vampire Hunter D and Castlevania. And then all the horror movies I grew up on as a kid.
That is amazing.
I like drawing wolves.
Is it a werewolf or is it
Just a wolf. Well, it's a wolf. It's supposed to be an homage to The Thing, the Roger or John Carpenter, The Thing.
Okay.
So I need to come back and redo this page. I don't like the line width on it. I think some of the lines are too skinny. This one turned out nice.
Oh, that little kid's fun.
Yeah, I like the little kid. I like this background too.
Mm-hmm.
And I like
love your backgrounds.
the plague rat. Oh man. Let's see if I can fix that. I don't know. Why would that be so low? I wonder if it's still going through my headset.
Can they hear me at all?
No. They said they could barely hear us.
Oh, okay.
I have it cranked as far as I can crank it.
Hold on your little mouthpiece on your headset. See if that helps.
Test. That's not it. Here, look. It's this one.
Okay.
So it's not, the headset's just for my sound. But people have said that before. And I don't know what. You're dealing with someone who's way too old to be messing with this stuff. I should be yelling at kids to get off my lawn. But here's what they look like colored. So, like I said, I got to raise $600 before I can get these colored. And then we're going to kickstart this puppy. So, anywho, just got a little bit more to go. But this last panel is sort of a pain in the bootay.
Are you going to put this on, oh my goodness, what's it called? The comic site.
Crypto? Crypto Comics then?
Where it's free?
Yeah, I'd like to. One thing at a time though.
I should know if it's even going to be offered.
For some reason, it's picking up on my palm a lot too. But I can tell that they just updated Procreate because look, my cursor's red. Can you see that? Watch the screen. Can you see how the cursor's red?
Mm-hmm.
That's new. So they just did an update. So it might be a little
Definitely
clunky.
needs to be turned off and turned back on.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that. So, do you guys read any comics at all? Do you read anything on Webtoons, guys?
That's what I said.
Oh, Webtoons. You weren't thinking crypto. Yeah, I'd like to do Webtoons, but I'm just gonna do it on Patreon first.
Those little cobblestones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a cobblestone road. And I'm supposed to have smashed glass that's kicking up fumes. There should be like a vial broken here. I will do that later though. There's so much stuff going on. I do really rough. Oh, sheesh.
I have 8 minutes here to go.
Oh, well, we've been going for almost 2 hours, so I didn't realize it was that late. I thought it was about 6 o'clock.
6:42.
Got go, woman.
I thought this one was my last one, but next week is my last.
Oh, the finance class. I think I need a little bit of texture in there. It's a little stale. Let's get another brush. Let's try this charcoal. Gotta itch my nose. So let's talk about some of the airline etiquette that they didn't mention in that article, huh?
Okay.
Number 1, brush your teeth.
Oh.
Brush your teeth before getting on the plane.
And what experience have you had with this?
There's some nasty people that get on the plane that clearly have no idea what hygiene is, especially oral hygiene.
Well, you could also consider where unraveling you've been on.
Of course.
You've been on.
Of course.
You've been on subways, the BART, where that was an issue.
Yeah.
Anytime
Well,
you're
but
close
the BART,
proximity.
that's crazy people. Like there was people doing gymnastics on the bars naked. Like you it it's like a carnival show. Like you never know what you're gonna get on the BART. But I'm talking about on a plane.
Okay.
Like brush your teeth. Um, uh, remember that you're in a small, tiny can in the middle of the air, and the air recirculates throughout the entire cabin. So, like, if you're gonna have like bad gas or something like that, go to the bathroom. Don't try and like silent but deadly one in the seat. Like, it goes everywhere, and everyone can smell it. So you're not being slick. You're just being rude. Alice, we're cracking Allison up. Yeah, if your neighbor is snoring, don't punch him in the face while they're sleeping. Just gently nudge them and say, "Hey, you're snoring so loud. I want to punch you in the face." But at least give them the chance to wake up and
All you need to do is just touch them gently.
yeah.
You don't even have to nudge them. Just
I have to
gently
warn
touch 'em.
people. I have to warn people on flights. Like, listen, I snore horribly loud, so if I fall asleep, please gently nudge me awake. And they do, and I don't get angry because I know how annoying it is. But I've also been punched for snoring, and being punched while you're in REM sleep is not a fun thing. Okay, I think that looks good.
I think with people bringing their own ear pods and earbuds and stuff.
Yeah, but not all of them are noise canceling.
Oh, that's true. They have become more and more popular, though. Also, unless you have to get off to catch a flight,
Yeah, let other
Wait your
people go.
turn.
Yeah.
I love that British man that stopped some passengers from running forward.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, now that I think about it, how do we know that they weren't trying to catch a flight?
That's true. Most people would say something.
Well, they were not. I would assume that they weren't English speaking, so. Because they didn't talk back, did they? I don't know.
No, they didn't.
I think that's one of the good things about living in Utah. Utah teaches you never to be in a rush. So you're never in a hurry to go anywhere. Alright, what do you think, hon?
I think it looks great
I'm gonna try and finish this one little pool right here.
tonight.
Just right now before we close. What time do you have to go? Like right now?
I believe in 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay.
You can continue on without me.
We've been going for almost 2 hours, so I'm gonna see if I can finish this goal before you leave.
You're on the timer. See how fast you can go.
You know, we should write a book about like making comics. I could say How to Make Comics by Professor Hardin. Professor. That'd be funny.
Do a little comic strip about it or something.
No. Just be like talking about like how to do it in like the modern environment. Okay, hon, it's 6:51. You gotta.
Yeah, I'm closing down.
You're closing down. All right, guys, we're gonna be wrapping it up here. Thank you, Midnighter and the Minecraft crew.
Allison, always a
Allison,
pleasure.
yes. Allison, please come over and help me with this. At your nearest convenience. Let's adjust a few little line widths here. That's better. I keep saying that we're gonna go, and then I keep finding things to do. Like I said, I like drawing while streaming because it does keep you focused.
See, I would have thought it would be a distraction.
Sometimes it is, like if you need to use reference, because you can't have like your photos page, you can't do any type of like multitasking on your iPad. Like if I brought up my photo page right now, it would just load my photo page into the entire stream. So, but I think that's looking good. I'm gonna flip it one time just to see if I can spot any errors. And then look on it at a different screen. I think it looks pretty good. All right, guys, that's where we're going to cut it off. I'll show you the progress next week. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Everyone be good, be safe. If you can't be good, don't get caught. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Uh-oh. It's not letting me close.
And we're back.
Yeah. Oh, let me try something else. All right, there we go. End stream.